Oh man. Yeah, we back in the building. Smash that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody having a good morning, a good afternoon. Cause today's topic is obviously Tony Yayo's back on the trender. He's still trending with the Jim Jones. And we got Benzino still actually dissing Tony Yayo, taking shots at him, Paul's, meaning that he don't like him. They've been having a little altercation between Benzino and the 50 Cent and the Tony Yayo, but 50 Cent kind of backed up on Benzino. Tony Yayo kind of took the beef after that and continuously, continuously dissing Benzino every time he get a chance. Every interview he do, every podcast he do, he always speak about Benzino. He always say he ran down on Benzino. He called him one time, Miami, him and his crew. And Benzino, like a day or two, about a day and a half or two, called him out for like a celebrity boxing match. He's saying he's tired. He's saying, man, listen, man, I'm about 10, 15 years older than you. I'm in good shape. Let's go to the ring, get this bag right quick so I can put you in your place because I'm tired of you talking crazy about me. This is Benzino talking about Tony Yayo. Now, we see Tony Yayo always on the interviews talking about 50 Cent, 50 Cent, 50 Cent, 50 Cent, 50 Cent, 50 Cent. I'm a G Unit fan, but most of the time we never hear about Tony Yayo, what he did. It's always about 50 Cent and about Tony Yayo and his crew on being the back end niggas trying to handle the street business as far as 50 Cent beef. This is the only topics we get from Tony Yayo. We never talk about his music, never talk about his upcoming projects, never talk about nothing else but the old past of 50 Cent and Benzino tired of it. We're gonna react to this right quick because I'm not gonna lie. Why not Tony Yayo and the rest of these celebrity dudes, especially in hip hop, with all the beef y'all be going back and forth on the internet? Once y'all go get a bag and do a celebrity boxing match with each other. 25,000, 20,000 each, 15,000 each, 10,000. It depends how the standard of that superstar is, how high class you are, how much of a superstar you are, you'll get a bigger bag. But I'm starting to agree with Benzino. Once y'all just go in the ring and get it out your chest, especially if it's a 20-year-old beef. Now, for the young dudes, they're not gonna do that. But for the older cats that been in this hip hop, and I'm pretty much sure everybody's gonna agree with me on this, comment in it, put y'all smoke in the comment section, give me y'all judgment on this. Should these older rappers, like the Tony Yayos, like the Benzinos, and list goes on, Ja Rules, 50 Cents, Jim Jones, Cameron, I mean, list goes on. Should these guys just go in the ring and get it out their chest from a 20-year-old beef and get a bag out of it instead of just being on here acting like kids? Let's talk about it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna hear what Benzino got to speak about this. Let's get this show started, man. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't gonna hurt your feeling. Ain't gonna cost you. Pardon me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I don't know what you're waiting on. Make sure you share the video. Keep that notification bell on so you know when these videos are actually dropping. Shout out to everybody that got their membership team, Smoke Gang. If you got your, also try to grab yours. Shout out to everybody that been rocking on my channel. Cash App, if you want to donate to the channel, Cash App is on the banner. Also, you can donate by the thank button on the video. It doesn't matter what you donate, every penny counts. But let's get this copyright out the way, man. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I'll speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I'll speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and the videos I play are also owned by the original creators. Now, we're going to start off with Benzino. We're gonna start off with Benzino. Now we don't promote violence over here. We promote celebrity boxing matches now. We don't promote no violence in the street. We don't promote that over here. We don't. We don't do that. And we don't promote the language that Benzino is actually using on his clip. So copyright fair use is definitely in effect. And warning for just for language, whatever. And I mean, because Benzino kind of went off on this video. He's calling Tony Yayo all types of bees and everything. He's saying he's tired, man. He said, man, 50 ain't gonna come in the ring. Want your punk come in the ring and get this fade, and we could get a celebrity boxing match going on. This is Benzino speaking about this. Let's get to Benzino now. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, because I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these older cats need to go to the ring. They grandpas. Some of them are great grandpas. Go to the ring, get that out your chest, go get that bag, man. Celebrity boxing match. That's what we need from a lot of these older hip hop artists. Don't y'all agree? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to Benzino blacking out, going crazy, and crashing out on Tony Yayo.
I'm tired of Tony Yayo telling these bullshit stories. If there's a problem, let's go lace up some gloves. Let's get step in the middle of the ring. Let's go 3 rounds. I'll knock your bitch ass out. It's simple as that. We're around the same size, same weight. I'm about 10, 15 years older than you. I'll knock your bitch ass out, no question. You ain't tough. All you do is fucking talk about 50 cents. You can't even go on a fucking podcast and talk about anything you did because you ain't did shit. You're a bitch. You always been a bitch. Niggas poured fucking cereal, milk over your fucking head, cornflakes on your head in Rikers. You did nothing. I know the nigga that did it. That's number one. Your mom's house got shot up. You did nothing. Okay? Niggas done got killed around you and you ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? You a bitch. And if there's a problem, nigga, let's just get in the ring, do 3 rounds like men. We around the same size. I'm definitely older than you. I'll knock you the fuck out 100%, you bitch ass nigga. All right, so stop talking these war stories and jump in the ring with me and let's get it on. And we might be able to make a few dollars in the process, you bitch.
Now I don't condone that. I mean, I don't condone the language, but I do agree on the celebrity boxing match. Nothing wrong with that, especially if your artists, hip hop dudes that we look up to, that's old, that's older than us. They don't got no reason being on the internet talking about, yeah, you know me, my dude, because this is Tony Yayo. Tony, that's what I keep saying about these guys. You got people like Tony Yayo, Jim Jones, certain people that get on these podcasts, get on the interviews, and they still talk like they active. They still talk like, okay, I know y'all talk about the past, but let's talk about the present. Let's not, everybody got history. Especially if you're in the streets. We all got beef, man. We like to let that shit go and continue with our life because we getting older and it's growth in this maturity in this. It's being a man in this world that we live in because it's very rough for a man. Let's be serious. Especially for a brown, black man, whatever you want to call it. Just a man in general. Let's just throw that out there. Because, you know, we men, we supposed to be considered, you know, tough and walk around here with a chin high, no emotions, no feelings. Females act like, well, people act like all men supposed to just have a cold heart, like nothing supposed to never hit us, and we never supposed to break down sometimes. No. Them streets catch up to you. You run the streets so long, you get tired. Your legs only going to work but so long. Your health condition ain't gonna be the same when you're on them corners, you're on them projects, whatever block you on. You ain't gonna be able to run from the cops like you used to back 20, 30 years ago. It's a lot of things that you ain't going able to do the way we used to run around them streets when we was a younger age. I know. I was out there very young. Pop won a football and all that. Uncancel that. Let me go get to the bag. I was one of them young kids. I wish I could go back in time and change things, but hey, I mean, things happen. I mean, you learn your lessons, you go through growth, you go through a little bit of rough hills and all that, but it's all about the mental, it's all about your brain, it's all about your movement, it's all about your emotion, it's all about your thought, it's all about you not following others on the same path when you get to that certain age, and then you look back and you're like, damn, I'm 40-something years old and I'm still standing out here. I'm 50-something years old, I'm still standing out here. You got to have some type of motion going so you won't feel that way. That's what I'm trying to explain here. So when we see the older guys in hip hop that doing all this older beef, we don't want to hear that. We want to hear about what the motion going on, what you got now. So when I hear Jim Jones, 20 Yayo, certain people still continue talking about the old beef they had back in the past, or certain individuals that they got problems with still in 2025, 2024, 2026, 2027, continuing whatever. Go do a celebrity boxing match, get out the way, because the youngest in me, and personally me, that's around y'all ages, not old like the Benzino or whatever, but we come from that era. We don't want to hear the same goddamn routine. Go get a celebrity boxing with Ja Rule. Somebody, not me, Benzino, somebody, yeah, yo. Obviously, 50 Cent ain't gonna do it because he's too busy, but you got time. Go get that bag, man. Stop telling us war stories and all that, because I'm not gonna lie, they get tiring after a while when it comes to the older cats that we came up off y'all music and we know the history. Y'all not gonna go out there and do all this, spin the block and clock, clock, boom, boom, bang, and all this. Y'all ain't gonna boom, boom. Y'all ain't gonna boom something. Y'all ain't gonna clock, clock, boom. Y'all ain't gonna do none of that because y'all too old. So the best thing I could think of, go shoot that fade. Go do the celebrity boxing match like Benzino said. Go get a bag. Get it out your chest. I agree with Benzino with that. Cause y'all definitely ain't gonna do no clock clock boom. Y'all ain't spinning around no block. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all too old for that. And too old to be going to jail for that type of activities. That part. And I sit back and wait on that. Who the hell want to go to jail at 40 something plus years to do 20 joints? You coming home when you 60 something. That part. But let's continue though, man. Let's get what Benzino speaking about because Tony Yayo do got a big mouth pause and he do talk a lot and he like to speak about a lot of things. Let's continue with this whole Tony Yayo and Benzino situation going on.
Benzino, it's the only one. Benzino, he can't get over it because when you look at M, it's like it's like damn near destroyed the Source magazine when you really think about it. It's nail in the coffin. It was over.
Yeah. Why people have
We ran down on Benzino in Miami. I think that was the year when Shook got shot. I was on my ignorant shit. We ran down on Benzino, me and my mans. And we was like, yo, I'm like, why you always put me in magazines, put in magazines, talk about M, everybody. He wasn't soft, he ain't back down. But then we was like, yo, we give you a pass. And we was like, yo, you want it? He was like, he was acting like he didn't. We was like, you want the pass? And he was like, yeah, I want the pass. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's old shit. I don't want, go back and forth with niggas online. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the beef with Benzino and Eminem, I don't know what it was. It was like he was just always mad at him. And I looked at it like, yo, this is a dude that is looking out for us. Fuck what color he is. He can fucking spit bars. He got fucking platinum records. He's humble as fuck. He don't bother nobody.
Now he always talk about that Miami situation. He said that he ran down to Benzino a couple mad years ago. He approached him about that. Yo, why y'all talking about me? Talking about this. This is the source. Now we all know the history between Benzino and Eminem. Eminem kind of shut down the Source magazine. If y'all come from that era, youngins, go do y'all research on Source magazine. One of the hottest magazine hip hop that came out around the time in our era, and on my era, and everybody else era that's around my age. You had Source magazine, you had Double XL. I mean, the list goes on. Magazines don't even exist no more. But anyway, Benzino was part of that Source magazine. That's why Benzino name got into hip hop the way it is. Once upon a time, Benzino was a rapper coming out of Boston, had a little group. But the main reason why we all know Benzino is because of that Source magazine. He was partnership with another dude that they was running that shit for a couple of years, and that's where actually the beef kind of started. It started with Eminem, and then Tony Yayo took, that's their man. He don't want to put 50 on, so it's only right. I mean, you're going to defend the dude that took a chance on 50, your man in the camp. Because a lot of people didn't want to take a chance on Fifth when he got shot 9, 8 times, whatever, when he had that problems, when he had that beef with Supreme Team. Now, this is all, I'm not making this up. Everybody know about 50 getting shot up a couple times, but no labels wanted to take a chance on 50 at that moment. The only one took a chance was Eminem at that time, Shady Records, that was connected with Dr. Dre. They took that chance, boom. So any beef that was coming towards Eminem, 50, Yayo, all them niggas, G Unit, period, they was handling that. Which is nothing wrong with that because the guy took a chance on y'all and made y'all money. But, like I said, you keep saying that it's old beef. Once you just go take it to the ring, then get a celebrity boxing match with this dude. Get it out your chest. Let's continue though, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
A nigga couldn't rob me on the island, punk me on.
Now, y'all remember the first clip when I played with Benzino talking about the boxing match, like, let's get it in, this, that, and the third. Remember when he spoke about that and he said that he got robbed? I mean, he got punked in Rikers out and all that. Well, Tony Yayo spoke about this about last year, whatever. He said, man, ain't nobody touched me in Rikers Island, man. Niggas talking about they had 20K on my head, but I was walking around Rikers night. I was good in there. Not saying I was the toughest guy, but I was good in there, according to Tony Yayo. Now, y'all remember the first clip I played. Go back, go press rewind, Tony. Benzino blowing up that Rikers Island situation. He's saying, nigga, I know the nigga that did that to you, nigga. That poured the milk and the cornflakes on top of your head. Basically disrespected Tony Yayo when he had a little bid to do in Rikers Island when G Unit first got signed around that time when Eminem was saying free Yayo and all this. But according to Tony Yayo, he said that shit ain't never happened. Let's get to it. That's why I say these old dudes need to go to the ring, man. Get it out your chest, man. Fact. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Going back home to to do that. I used to be on a bus and niggas be like, yo, I heard niggas stab Yayo up. Cause nigga couldn't rob me on the island, punk me on the island, cause I'm not going back home to do that. I used to be on a bus and niggas be like, yo, I heard niggas stab Yayo up. Cause nobody knew what I looked like. They just knew Tony Yayo was on the island.
So they're talking about you in front of you?
I'll be on a bus. Yo, I heard Tony Yayo just got poked up.
And you're
Mind you, I was on the island with Styles P. He was in another, but at that time Styles P was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So like come on, bro. C73 too low. He'll tell you like I'm walking around like it's not, and I don't try to glorify it, but I'm not gonna let no nigga take nothing out of my bucket or do nothing to me like that. Yeah, Benzino's a clown though. He's a clout chaser nigga that he ain't got no money. Yeah. Benzino got money? You think Benzino got money?
No. And he had that video saying that the legal age of consent is 16 or something. That's when Coy Ray said, "I'm done."
Yeah, that's I can't. That's pedophile. That was pedophile vibes. You know what I'm saying? But
and I
don't like to talk about that nigga because he gonna go on and try to like live off the clout. Nobody think about Eminem shut them niggas down years ago. Source magazine.
I gotta stop it right there, right quick. We're gonna get right back to it, but I had to pause it right there. Because you the same nigga that talk about the same shit. You see, these dudes are hypocrite. They delusional sometimes. Some of these hip hop dudes, and listen, and I rock with G Unit, I rock with Yayo, I rock with 50, but this is my job. I gotta react to y'all interview. We have to react. This is our job. This is what we do. You're the same one that speaks about the old past. You're the same one that speaks, yeah, man, I chased Benzino down. Me and my guys. We caught them down in Miami. You said all this. So why you sitting back, all this, and this is what, last year, a couple months, beginning of this year, whatever. This is what, 2024 right there, 7/6/2024. So this is last year, not so long ago. Every year you speak about old beef. Yeah, Fat Joe, them dudes, they was the realest. Yeah, you saying that now because Fat Joe cool with 50 Cent now, yeah, yo. Now, if Fat Joe never would have waved the white flag to 50 Cent and Jay-Z, because go check my old video out yesterday, I spoke about that. I spoke about how Fat Joe and Jim Jones had to wave the white flag to get in the door, to get some business, to get some opportunities. Because when you got a nigga like Jay-Z and 50 Cent that's running the whole industry as far as opportunities for others, and when don't people make it, 50 Cent, hey man, this guy Fat Joe when them do business with me. You think, nah man, don't do no business with me. If you do business with me, I'm shutting things down. This is what 50 Cent and Jay-Z tell these corporate people that they making millions for. When they had problems with a Jim Jones, a Fat Joe, and all that. Jay-Z also was one of them. 50 Cent and Jay-Z was straight, no, don't do the myth. They was blackballing, allegedly, certain people that they was beefing with from the past. A Fat Joe, a Jim Jones, and shit, people like that. Benzino, perfect example. I think Benzino can't get no goddamn opportunities because of the problems he had in the past and continue having still with these problems with 50 Cent. Now, there's a word people like to use, gatekeepers. I don't really believe in that, but I believe that when you got the power, you can shut other people down that you got problems. They call that gatekeeper. They call that blackballing. I call it let me get my revenge back from 10, 15 years ago when y'all niggas once upon a time had the doors and y'all wasn't trying to let me in. Now I'm thinking about the 50 Cent situation. Nobody wasn't trying to let 50 inside them doors. Irv Gotti had the game on smash. Ja Rule and them had the game on smash. I sit back and I'm lying here. Who the only one gave 50 his opportunity? Eminem. So what I'm trying to say here is that you can't speak about, oh yeah, I'm not going to speak about the past and all this. You're the main nigga that speak about the past. You the main dude that speak about the past. A lot of y'all do. So let's not sit here and act like you don't talk about how many dudes you ran down, all the allegedly you did this and all this, and you talking about his cloud chasing. You talk about Memphis Bleak. You pocket watching Memphis Bleak and them niggas. I just did a video yesterday. Go check that out about that also. It's all on the same video. With Memphis Bleak and Jim Jones crash out on Yayo and start talking crazy because Yayo, you watching other niggas' pockets. And you talking about, oh yeah, I don't talk about beef, man. Niggas want to cloud and chase. I ain't got time for that. You got time for that because you talk about this shit all the time. What the hell you think they pay you to do these interviews for? You ain't got no new project, no new music. You ain't got nothing going on. As far as outside adventures, okay, that ain't got nothing to do with the industry. The dispensary you got going on, other things you probably got going on with that. But I'm talking about music wise. There's no other reason why Vlad TV and others paid you to jump on the platform. They paid you to jump on the platform to talk about the old beef and see your opinion on certain situations. I sit back, I wait. So you're wrong for that, champ, because you get paid to talk about old beef. Go to that ring, go get that celebrity boxing match with Benzino, man. All y'all other old heads, Jim Jones and Cam, all y'all niggas need to go to the ring and get it out y'all chest, man. Because y'all will get a nice bag for that. Not for nothing. Y'all celebrities. Y'all celebrities in hip hop. That part. And I sit back and wait on that. Let's continue with Yayo, though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
When shut them go on and try to like live off the clout. Nobody think about Eminem shut them niggas down years ago. Source Magazine was shut down years ago off one dude, Benzino. Eminem. You dropped the ball.
Yeah, and I will say this, and I haven't mentioned this before, but I'll just put this on camera.
Benzino should have told you how I ran down on him in Miami. That's what he should have told you.
That's what he's mad at.
He should have told you how we ran down on the Miami. That's the year Suge got shot. I was an active nigga, bro. I was in the streets. Like, ain't nothing with me. I was never hiding as a rapper, bro. He should have told you how we ran down on him, me and my mans, and was like, yo, stop fucking talking about us in the Source Magazine. And that's the year Suge got shot. That's the year when there was 100,000 Zopound niggas in the street. Like, niggas act like it wasn't a lot of shit going on. Like, we ain't had beef with the Suges, the Worlds. I don't want to keep naming all these real street niggas we had beef with that are either in the feds, dead, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing about G-Unit. Like, we wasn't trying to, it's just when you on top, motherfuckers gonna get at you. That's just how it is.
I agree with him. When you're on top, you got to try to knock that person that's on top of the hill to try to get to that top of the hill. That goes on in hip hop. Hip hop's a very, very competitive sport. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video, man. Do me that favor. Smash that thumbs up. It ain't gonna hurt your feeling, ain't gonna cost you. But hip hop is a very, very, very competitive sport. If people don't think that's a sport, that is a sport because it's competition. We don't see that in pop music. We don't see that in other cultures in their music, where people are actually going after each other, attacking each other, throwing narratives and allegations against among each other to try to knock that person down a level and try to climb up 2-3 levels above that person to try to get to that spot. We see this all the time in hip hop. I sit back and wait, especially in the East Coast. Like some reason, New York and the East Coast, whatever, we all just can't get together like Atlanta, like a Houston. You know, remember Atlanta? They all get together. They make the music. They get the money together. East Coast and New York, man, totally different. Everybody's going against each other. It only gonna be one king in New York. That's how that shit been for the last, I don't know how long. It's a competitive sport, man. We all just can't get along in hip hop for some strange reason. Don't y'all agree? In our category of music, I don't understand that. But like I said, you being biased because you the main one that talk about a lot of old beef. But you don't want to cloud chase on it. That's what they play. That's what they paid you for. To get on the platforms to talk about that OG unit beef and how you feel about Benzino going on a rant. You see, every time Yayo do an interview, they ask him about the old beef that he had with certain individuals like the Ja Rule and Benzino. Because he can't talk bad about Fat Joe anymore because Fat Joe and 50 Cent piece it up. Now they all getting money together. But you got another two over there that's not getting money. They're not in the doors the way they're getting money once upon a time. That's Benzino and Ja Rule. So who he continue to talk about? Benzino, Ja Rule. Because they not in them doors like his main man got control of, and that's 50 Cent. Nothing wrong with that. Because they was trying to blackball my boy too, 50 Cent, once upon a time. I'm a 50 Cent fan, so I seen that whole history of him trying to come in the gates, trying to come in hip hop through the doors. They kept shutting the doors because of Irv Gotti. May his soul rest in peace. Ja Rule was popping at that time. What are we talking about here? But they pay you for that. Yeah, how you feel about Benzino going on a rant last week? They called Yayo. They give Yayo a nice bag, and they talk about how you feel about that because that's Yayo. That's Yayo. Oh, that's Yayo old ops. So they want to hear their opinion. They can't call 50. Like, how you feel? 50 too busy. They call Yayo. He got time. So if you got time for that, nigga, you got time to go do a celebrity boxing match. I agree with that. All these niggas need to get to the ring, nigga, and get it out y'all chest, man. Jim Jones can't wrong. Benzino, Tony Yayo, Ja Rule, Tony Yayo, Ja Rule, I mean, 50 Cent got time, knock him out, whatever. I mean, just get it out y'all chest, man. Because that beef is old, y'all old also, man. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. But let's continue, man. We're gonna be done real soon here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
I watch Bleak talk about Jay. Yayo talk about 50. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it because I guess they so big. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to talk about yourself. You know, you got to talk about you and your legacy. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, it is what it is. I don't knock nobody for what they doing. That's how he gets his paper. He get booked to talk about 50. People pay him to talk about 50. You know, I like I said, the Shannon Sharpe interview threw me for a loop because, of course, it's gonna be, of course, Yayo's gonna say them and this and that, but.
And he right. Didn't I just say that about goddamn 1 minute ago? They pay him to talk about people for 50 Cent and they old ops. Yayo got a little legacy left. You know what I mean? The Yayo, whatever. It's free Yayo. You know, his album. I mean, we rock with We rock with Tony Yayo, bro. But your legacy ain't nothing like 50. I know the 50 your right-hand man. But you got to understand, they paid you to talk about certain situations back in the past. Nothing else. You don't have no new projects. You ain't got nothing, I mean, besides the outside of hip-hop. Might got a little business here and there going on, but that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about, why they interviewed, why they bring you to the platform. Hey, Tony Yayo, what's going on with your outside business? They don't ask you no questions. They ask you about ops, old beef. So you get a bag for that, champ. You really do. So you can't be biased, man. Let's continue with this last video.
And that Shannon Sharpe was really in the culture, but he's not. You know, I seen the interview with him and Tony Yayo, and you know, he referred to Ja Rule as low-hanging fruit.
You took a shot at Ja.
Ja Rule?
Yeah, about them low ticket sales.
You know, it's just something till the day we not here. I just would never like you. And it's
But he low hanging fruit though.
That's true.
Just watching these guys report on people and then talk bad about people, especially legends like Ja Rule. I remember when Jim Jones was on talking about Nas, he couldn't even name a Nas song.
I can sing more Nas records than you right now, so you are capping. You don't know Nas
You better
lyrics.
check the
You
podcast
don't know
space.
no
Hey,
Nas lyrics.
now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey,
Sing
this
sing
the
a
biggest
Nas
podcast.
Shannon Sharpe like grew up on a farm, went to college, and then went to the NFL. He didn't have too much time to be involved.
Which I agree. Before I get out of here, I want y'all to ask yourself a question. Why do everybody go to Shannon Sharpe platform? Like he was part of hip hop. I'm from that era. I remember Shannon Sharpe as a youngin playing football for the Denver Broncos, then for the Baltimore Ravens. That's when a lot of youngins, I mean, the YNs probably, you know what I mean? That's the history of Shannon Sharpe, Unc Shannon. What the hell he got to do with hip hop? So that's why I'm glad Jim Jones said, nigga, you can't even give me one Nas old album. Give me 16 of Nas. He can. You see, this is a thing they call, they get these platforms, man, and they bring certain people on these platforms. And everything I speak on this part right here is alleged. They bring people on these platforms allegedly to crush others. Y'all don't see that? It started with the comedy. It started with Cat Williams going on there, predicting that what's going to happen in the next year. A lot of things did happen that Cat Williams actually predicted. Whose show he went on? Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe's not even part of the music industry. He's part of the sports industry. But Shannon came to the music industry because he understood where the money was at. He understood his drama over here. He understood, okay, you know, I'm a black man. I'm successful. Everybody should know Shannon Sharpe if they watch football. But a lot of people started to get to know Shannon Sharpe when he got involved with hip hop and started getting involved in comedy, certain thing that's not part of his lane. So my question to y'all, why do a lot of these music industry guys, as far as the hip hop culture and people like that, R&B, a little bit of R&B, go over there and start spazzing, crashing out, and bringing others down on a platform that he don't even got a clue about? You know what that call? That call, oh, let us, y'all know what it is, man. I don't want to use the word whatever. I don't want to use certain words because there's policies and things, there's guidelines involved with YouTube, but they use others to crush others. That's what they do sometimes. And when you got a big platform like that, why not? They bring them on there. So I agree with Benzino on that note. He having nothing to do with hip hop to be judging and or bringing other people to be on his platform to crush other hip hop artists and to go viral. I don't agree with that. Stay in your lane, stay in the sports lane. And I rock with Onk. I rock with the sports show, all that. He got dope content over there with Ocho Cinco and all that. But hip hop is not your lane. That's something that I don't know who introduced you to, and I don't know who's bringing these people on the platform to bring others down. Because it's crazy to me. You don't see that going on in no other cultures. I sit back and wait. But that's another topic, though. Like I said, it's another topic. But I want y'all to be the judge on this. I want y'all to comment on it below. Give me y'all smoke on the comment. Should these celebrities, as far as hip hop artists that got 20-year beef, 15, 20-year beef, I mean, shit go back from 25 years ago, and they continue on the internet where it's popular now to go viral and talk about it, like a Jim Jones, 20 Yayo, the list goes on. Benzino, list goes on. So all these guys do a hip hop celebrity boxing match and just get it out their chest? Because we all know they will actually get paid a nice bag. Who wouldn't see a 20-year and Benzino in the ring? Who wouldn't want to see a Jim Jones and Cameron, ex-partners and all this, best friends once upon a time, get in the ring and get their frustration out? There's no violence involved. It's just a celebrity boxing match. Don't y'all agree on that? I agree on it. Instead of us talking about this shit every week, every other day, because these guys are talking about old beef among each other. Why don't y'all just get it out your chest and we can move on with other topics? I guarantee you everybody that watched this video gonna agree on that. Tony Yayo, Jim Jones, and everybody else. I agree with Benzino. Get the bag, go in the ring. I'm up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge on this video. What y'all think these old celebrity hip hop artists should do? Should they just continue going on a rant talking about 25, 20-year beef? Or should they get a bag and get it out their chest like Benzino saying start doing celebrity boxing matches? Very entertaining. We're in the entertaining world. Let's not forget about that. I'm up out of there. We on to the next video. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Make sure y'all give me y'all smoke in the comment. Let me know how y'all feel about this video. And what should these old celebrities do in the hip hop with these old beef? Not the new ones, the old beef. I want to hear y'all comment. I'm up out of here, man. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Salute, gang. I'm out of here.